Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Zombies Love Bacon podcast. This is episode 10, season 2. Hi, everybody. We're still here. Shelby is here, and Vince is here.
It's me.
We're here. We're all here. Whole crew. How is everybody going?
I am exhausted.
You're exhausted.
Same.
Yes.
Why?
Living is pain.
Yes, that too.
You got to give us more than that.
What do you mean?
You got to give us more. It's a podcast.
I'm in a new position at work. It's obviously very tiring, and at least I got a raise this week, but still.
How big a raise?
Another 5,000 on my annual. So it just, I don't really want to share my whole salary with everybody.
No, you like a significant raise, no raise, fucking
it's a significant
pizza party.
raise, and it means over 12 months I've received $10,000 in raises. In another 2 months, I'll get another $10,000 raise.
Fuck, where do you work, bro? They're hiring?
They are hiring, but everyone I refer to them keeps getting rejected. So
why?
Because they ain't me. That's why.
Apparently all my friends are shit, I guess.
Oh, fucking hell. Can't call out your friends like that.
No, it's their opinion, not mine. I don't think my friends are shit. I think my friends are very good, and I'm like, here's a good friend who does technology and is good with customers, and they're just like, nah, thanks. Even though the role is entry level to start with, and it's like nothing. It's customer service.
Anyway. I had a work conference week where, much as I try to get out of it because I find these things to be painful, a very, very big P for pain. Still went along. It's all fine. It's all corporate mumbo jumbo. A few group hug exercises for team building. And bullshit. But one of the things that they did talk about, like growth in industry and how we're going to blah, 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 make money, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And there was a couple of things that came out of that. First thing is we can't hire staff. There's no one who wants to work when it's so easy not to work and earn so much money from the government, basically, is what we're finding. So people that have gone sort of downsized during COVID and, got job seeker or whatever else, they're just like, I don't want to go back to work. So, yeah. And even though we're super short staff and looking for staff desperately, they told us that we need to hire between 400 and 500 new people in the next 2 years. Like we've failed to hire 3 people in the last year. That's how bad it is. That was number one. But this is I suppose a trap that we see in corporate shit all the time. So then on top of that, blah blah blah, they have this whole feedback survey thing where they go out and just randomly ask a heap of staff members all these questions about life, universe, everything, and it came back that a very large portion of our employees feel underachieved, unrewarded, underpaid, just not happy. Basically, I'm like, I wonder if that has any sort of correlation to people not wanting to work for us. And they're like, no, of course not. All right, what would I know? But
I feel like our jobs are quite opposite. My workplace just won like 3rd place in Australia's best companies to work for, and just got like great places to work accredited. And
I basically work retail, right? That's the facts of life. It's a retail business, but honestly, it's not a bad job. There's a lot of worse jobs out there. You could work in hospitality, for fuck's sake. It's just that I guess when everything's shit, like people just sort of look for any sort of reason to complain and be unhappy, and everyone wants more money and more freedom and a better life. So not everything can be offered. But having said that, they definitely could do more. So it's always interesting to hear the corporate speak and this corporate spin on these things, where you go ask someone, and like I said to them, because one of the things is that they go around and they do like an employee of the week or whatever, and then one of the things that came back in the survey was a lot of people feel insignificant, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably the people watching you reward all these other people around them all the time really makes you feel insignificant.
Yeah, employee of the week is quite a dated thing these days.
I mean, it comes with a gift voucher, so
yeah.
I want the gift voucher. So not that I'll ever get employee of the week, but whatever. Fine.
I'm hungry.
Hi, hungry.
Hello.
He wants a $50 gift voucher so he gets some food.
I'll take that voucher. I'll buy a snack pack.
I'll tell you, I had like a hot dog snack pack last night. It was pretty good.
A hot dog snack pack?
It's like
That woke me
a-
up. Talk to me. What is a hot dog snack pack?
Sorry, it's to change the subject. It's like fries, hot dog bits, lots of tomato sauce, and lots of like mustard and like dill sauce as well. So it was very good. I hate how much I liked it.
I'll take 12.
It was so nice.
Now, you know what happened? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you go.
No, we got it from this place because Ilati was really struggling to order milkshakes last night because Uber Eats kept cancelling his order.
Fuck
I hate
Uber
when they
Eats.
do that. Yeah, fuck Uber Eats, bro.
They've never done it to me, and they did it twice. It's like, hey, your food will be here in an hour. Hour later, it's like, we decided it's not coming.
Bro, what do you mean? I Uber Eats some food like a couple weeks ago, and the guy picked up my order. Then he was on the way to mine. I got the notification saying that the driver's on the way to yours. Then they fucking cancelled the order, bro, and I didn't get my refund, and the guy took my food.
Oh my god!
No, it's not funny, bro.
I had
It's not
that.
funny.
I had that once. I ordered something. I think I ordered something from 7-Eleven, and it fucking took forever to start with. And then I'm watching the little tracking thing. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll meet him out the front. I'm starving, right? And then I see the car moving up, and then I'm standing at the front, and the car goes past, and I look at the tracker, and it's him. He goes past, but he doesn't stop. He just keeps going, and then it goes delivered. I'm like, excuse me. And then I'm hitting it, and the tracker's still active for some reason. So then I like ring fucking 7-Eleven. I'm like, this dude still has my food, and I'm still tracking him. He's in the city now. Like, it's like, and they're like, that's weird. You sure he didn't leave it anywhere? I'm like, I'm standing at the fucking front, and the man did not even stop. And they're like, oh, okay. By this point, it's like 4 hours later, and they're like, well, we'll give you a refund. I'm like, I want fucking food. I
think that's the worst. Whenever they cancel, they give you your money back, but you really just want the food.
Just want the food. I wanted
so
that.
Annoying.
Wanted the milkshake.
Particularly when I've ordered things that they've gotten the order wrong, because I'm a picky eater. Sometimes I don't want certain ingredients in my food, and like I'll select it, whatever, and they send me the food with the terrible ingredients in it, i.e. capsicum. Fucking fuck capsicum.
Wow.
And then they give it to me, and I can't eat it because capsicum, the flavor of capsicum, taints everything else it touches. The whole bowl is like a no-go. And I don't want a refund. I want my food. It's so annoying.
That happened to me. I ordered Uber. Like on Thursday, I was watching the footy. I watched my team get pumped. I was like, you know what? I need to get wings, chicken wings, while I watch the footy. And I ordered with fucking chili and barbecue sauce, and it came with no chili sauce and no fucking barbecue sauce. So I complained, I got a refund, and I kept the food, and I just went inside and put my own chili and barbecue sauce. But it's not the same, bro. It hits different when it's their chili and barbecue sauce, you know?
The only thing I'll say is that at least it's like normally, particularly with Uber Eats, like you just like, they fucked my food, like, here's your money back. Like, okay, thank you. It's like,
You're welcome.
And sometimes, like, there's a couple times where I'll be like, you know, order a heap of food, and they like one thing's wrong. They're, all right, here's the refund for all of it. I'm like, okay, free dinner, I'll take it. But there was a
straight up missing. They give you like all your money back a lot of the time.
Well, the problem I had was, and Shelby might remember this, is like I was ordering food a lot, and they were fucking up everything all the fucking time, just everything. And by the end of the week, they banned me. They said, stop ordering food. I'm like, stop fucking it up. Oh my. They're like, you refund every meal that you get. I'm like, you fuck up every meal that I order. It's not my fault. So they banned me from Uber Eats for like a month.
Now they make you take a picture for a lot of the claims.
I took pictures anyway. But yeah, it's I always enjoy the taking a picture of it didn't turn up. Like, here's a blank countertop. It's not there. So there's your proof. It's like, come on. Fucking Uber Eats. Man, you know what though, and I know I've spoken about it before, but like I remember when Uber Eats came in, and before Uber Eats, it was so much worse. So I'm still very thankful for Uber Eats because it used to be.
I saw a post actually relevant for you. I saw a post that somebody made. It's just like, imagine being a pizza delivery person before GPS. You just had to rely on a street name and a number. Some guy gave you over the phone.
You had to go. You had to go buy a GPS, and they're like $400.
No, before GPS though. Like,
before that, it was you had to go buy a book that was like $80.
The Melways. Yeah.
The Melways.
But people are just like people don't know how good they've got it these days because you used to just have to rely on what some guy over the phone has told you.
Like I remember when I moved to Melbourne because the other thing was that fucking like just the internet was shit and it was hard to get to. I was thinking about this the other day because it's like I moved from the country where like there's no conveniences at all. Like I went from moving out of a house with dial-up internet that was running at 14 like
Kilobytes.
well, yeah, if you're lucky. And so then like when I came to Melbourne and I was looking for a house first of all, and I didn't know anyone. I was sleeping on the lounge room floor of a second cousin twice removed that I met when I came to Melbourne to sleep on their floor. They would send me out with the mailways and like we'd go looking for fucking apartments, and I was looking for work as well. And like we're looking for internet cafes and stuff so we could get onto the internet again and have a look. And I remember I was in the middle of fucking some suburb, and under a railway bridge there was a laundromat that had a computer in the corner that you leave a gold coin and you can use the computer for whatever you want. And that's where I found my apartment. Was in there in a laundromat using this fucking old ancient computer. And then I remember I had to email myself like the forms and then go into the city, find a fucking it was like a 7-Eleven that did printing. And you could log into their, like, basically the point of sale system was a computer, and you could log into that and print off an email from there for 20 cents.
That's hectic. That's the old days, bro. That's fucked up. But you're talking like 60 years ago, bro.
I'm not talking 60 years ago. I'm talking like 15 years ago.
That's still a very long time, bro.
But the thing is that we've gone so far now where fucking you can buy a ticket to a concert. They send it to your phone. You click a link and they scan your phone as you walk in. You don't even need paper.
Bro,
paper?
What do you mean? I went to a concert yesterday with Pez. 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he looks at his watch and he sees that he can open the his ticker on his watch. I'm like, yeah, bro, didn't you know? He's like, no. Like you can literally scan into a concert with your watch now.
I remember when I was flying a lot back and forth between Melbourne and Sydney, and I had the digital boarding pass on my wallet app, and most people in line were still using paper, and people were like, "How do you do that? Like, what do you do?" Because it wasn't common back then to actually use that.
I just remembered something that I definitely repressed for a reason. I was at a friend's place in the city. Went out for like breakfast, and then I decided to just hang out in the city, and we're gonna go see I think we're seeing an A-League match, like an early A-League match.
Yeah.
It might have been like, I don't know, it might have been like when they were Melbourne Heart or something like that. Anyway, I'm like, fuck yeah. So he goes, oh, you'll need to print out a ticket. But we can go down, there's an internet cafe down the road and we print it off. So I went in there, printed off this ticket, went to the fucking Amy Park and went to scan my ticket and got declined. And they're like, sir, this is a ticket from months ago. I'm like, fuck. All I did was go to my email, type in, like, searched Amy Park, saw a soccer match, thought that's my fucking ticket, printed it off, came in, didn't even see it was a fucking ancient one.
Did they let you in or did?
No, they didn't. And they sent me over to the like customer care people, and they're like, there's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, okay. So then I had to go back into the city, go back into my email, print off the ticket again, come back out to Amy Park, scan it, and they like let me in. I was like 45 minutes fucking late for the game, and just because they're like, we don't have the ability to look up people's tickets in the system. I'm like, what do you have the ability to do? Just fucking nothing.
Just scan the ticket.
But yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, that's on you, bro. Like,
no, it's not. It's on the world for not having the technology yet. That's not my fault.
I mean, you had the email in your inbox. You just printed the wrong one.
Yeah, but imagine, like, I didn't even have email on my phone back then.
I mean, did you even have a phone back then?
I think I had.
You would have had a Nokia.
No, I was past that. Because I went to Blackberry.
Oh, you had the Berry, the one with the fucking keyboard, huh?
Yeah. I think I got that, and I think the only thing that it could do was get into Facebook at that point.
Yeah, because it had Facebook built in.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's the run phone, bro. They were the ciphers. They used to use those for drug dealers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they don't use them anymore. They shut down all the cipher networks. They all got fucking caught out. It's funny because one of the cipher networks that was going around was actually created by, it was a joint task force between the Australian, like, ASIO and the FBI, and they created their own, like, cipher network, and they just fucked every single drug dealer, bro. It was the funniest thing. It was only like 2 weeks ago that they caught them. Well, I'll find you the link for it.
Unreal. It's like I saw, just totally sidetrack thing. I don't know if anyone saw this thing that was going around. It was a bit of a meme, but then they sent this phone to Linus Tech Tips to do a review on it, and it's a phone that is designed to be shoved up your butt. The world's smallest cellular
That
phone.
really tiny one. Oh, I remember that.
Very, very popular with prison folk.
That could definitely go in a butthole.
What?
Well, I was just thinking about the video and how small it was.
No comment.
It was tiny.
So
My original phone, my first ever phone, was not very much bigger than that phone. Like, I had a little tiny pink flip phone that cost my parents probably like $50.
No. We're talking about something different. This is the size of your thumbnail.
No, I've seen the video. Mine was.
Not your video with you did not have a pink flip phone the size of your thumbnail. What kind of weirdo are you?
It was very small. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, it's like a company that basically went, here's a niche market. Prison.
I mean, it works.
Prison. Yes. But it's going back to the Blackberries, like they were popular for a reason for a long time, and it's not not for making phone calls so much as it was it had other uses, and it's the same reason why these people make this tiny little I think it's Zenko phone, but how an app that crippled the criminal underworld was cooked up over a do I have to click it?
No, you got to read the actual main article is how the AFP and FBI cooked up the idea of
over a couple of beers. What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, this is a full fucking fake software they made for Android phones that they got all these drug dealers onto, and they just had backdoor access to everything on it.
Company that had taken Blackberry phones and stripped out the cameras and microphones and navigation features, installed encrypted messaging software, which made them difficult under. Ooh, okay, that's very clever. So they modded their phones. Yeah. These devices were distributed from US, Mexican, and other cartels as a platform to be used by criminal networks. Man, this sounds like a fucking Netflix special.
It's fucking crazy.
So basically, they created an app for them to use on these phones that did everything that they pulled out of the phone.
Yep. That's correct.
So 500 search warrants executed, 224 people charged with more than 525 offenses, 104 firearms seized, $45 million in assets and cash scenes, 3.7 tons of drugs.
Yep.
That's a lot of drugs.
It is.
Is that a picture of you in here? No.
Fuck off. I'm the one who was behind the photographer in the cuffs.
Oh, yeah. The method of a high-profile organized crime figures vouching for the app made the usage of the device grow in popularity.
Idiots.
So they went, okay, hang on, wait, let's take a step back. There's a big picture here.
That's Lubbo's for you, bro.
They created a fake app that is a snitch, basically, right?
Yeah.
And then they went and got crime lord influencers to vouch for it. Yeah, man, I saw on your Instagram that you're like peddling a lot of stuff. Do you want to vouch for my app for you? We'll send you a free gift card.
A free fucking Arcane OS phone.
Oh my god.
That was the software, Arcane OS. So it's just a rooted version of Android, and it would have two codes. So you'd have a dummy code. So that would be whatever you set, and that'll open up like the phone like normal. So you have like the photo app, camera, phone book, all this stuff, like a fucking fake Tinder app and all that. But none of the apps would work. Then you put in the actual code that you want, and it just opens up the messaging app that they used. But I mean, you gotta be fucking pretty stupid to use that. I mean, you gotta be stupid to use any form of fucking technology if you're gonna be a drug dealer.
Especially if somebody just suspiciously suggests it to you. Like,
but I mean, I don't want to get into how to sell drugs or anything like that. But like the amount of drugs that you're going to sell standing on a street corner asking people with dreadlocks if they're interested in some gear versus posting up on the fucking Craigslist. It's about making a quick buck. That's why they always get caught out. Is they get lured with the carrot of, hey, we want to make a lot of money really quickly. And I guess in this point, hey, we got this new app that streamlines your drug sales. Just put in your credit card details, your ID details, and the numbers in the back, and we'll definitely send you money and not police.
Fucking idiots, bro.
Sounds like a deal. Let's go.
So that's hilarious. But
yeah,
it's good to see them actually,
catching them.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like doing something outside of just sort of waiting for someone to report it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very creative the way they did that. Like, that's a genius thing to do, bro. It's a 200 IQ play. It's like, for example, what they do now, like you've heard of like Wicker and all that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have all fucking so many undercovers. They use that shit and they pretend that they want to score off you, and then they'll get a couple scores and they use that as like evidence and build it up, and then they'll fucking just pounce on you on a big deal.
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it's good, but
it is good.
It's
But
gonna
fuck,
write
it took
down,
them long enough
get
to do that.
drugs from Wicker. Okay.
all right. And now we're on another list. AFP, you better fucking subscribe. I swear to God. All right, we need those
Yeah.
numbers.
I
pay
promise
us.
I'm not on drugs.
Pay us. Use
Okay.
use the money that you steal from these drug dealers to pay us.
Yeah, legit. Like fucking so much money. So much money.
Yeah, all the monies.
It's like I always want to go to a police auction and like
Oh, the hectic.
so I when I was younger, my uncle used to take me to all these fucking auctions and stuff, mainly for like because they would buy like old business cars and stuff like that, and then would take them up the country where people are like, wow, look at this car, so cheap, when really it's quite expensive in the city for that price. But we used to get you flog them for twice the price basically. Anyway, fucking caravans and shit, bloody speedboats. They had all this totally random shit. Once it was like a fucking like a bloody like a roadwork fucking rolling thing there and stuff. Like these are all being involved in some kind of crime or repossession or whatever. And I'm like, man, I want a fucking drug dealer speedboat. That'd be sick. Because
I'm a cracker.
first thing you do is like check under the seats and stuff, see if you can find some wads of cash. Or,
There's some online police auctions at the moment, and AFP recovered goods. The Australian Federal Police has got to send items seized in raids, impounded, stolen, lost, or found to be proceeds of blah blah blah. So lots of bikes, lots of like truck fridges, which are expensive. I know how expensive those are. A guitar, if you want that. Maybe a drug dealer's guitar. Yeah, not a crazy amount. They're also reselling like the Kmart like smart light globes and things like that. Oh, Logitech mouses. Okay.
I keep going. Now I'm just thinking of the episode of The Simpsons when Homer buys Snake's car.
It's premium, dude.
Premium. It's man, I want to go buy fucking shit. Auctions are sick. I don't know why there's not more auctions and stuff.
I would love it if we could do like return goods, like Amazon return pallets. Oh man, I love watching those videos on YouTube.
How much of that stage though? Because like
there is one guy who I'm pretty sure like he started off genuine and now he's starting to stage it like as he's gotten more popular. But some of them are quite genuine and be like, actually, this is not that great. Like this is pretty shit.
I know because I think Cowchop, who I watch for, they're all about just overdoing it and fucking everything up, right? And they got a pallet, and there was nothing good on there. Like it was just absolute returns of old clothes and shit like that and whatever. I mean, they turned it into a bit because that's what they do. But you see on TikTok and stuff like that, people are like, I got an Amazon return pallet, and look at this, 5 Samsung phones right here on the top. Wild. But no, surely not. It's like
they just planted those.
Having said that, like, and again, going back to my workplace, they did a thing where they're like, hey, do you want to come and see, you want to come see how the sausage is made? Because they wanted to get everyone across all the business. And I said, yeah, I want to see distribution. So we went out to this fucking hectic, like the industrial zone where they're just all warehouses, right? But like you walk in and they're 20 pallets high racking and these massive forklifts that are all very narrow to go down these tiny little corridors and pull these pallets and shit down. Anyway, while we're there, they made the point of everything's done. I mean, everyone's seen like the Amazon packing videos and stuff like that, right? So, but these ones are done. You go and you get yourself a trolley and then you put an earpiece in, and then the earpiece will be like, go aisle 9, section 1, is A, 2B, 3 of, and then you put that in and you scan it, and then it tells you where to go next. And that's these guys' life, right? They go around picking all this stuff. Anyway, the relevant part of this is the problem they were having was that when they get returns sent to them, so someone returns something to the store, they return it back to Mitre 10, they take it all back. It's too much manpower to like go put that back into the system, make sure it's working, and put it back into its picking place where it can be picked. So it literally goes on a pallet, and then they just put it on the rack. It's like tomorrow's problem. But the problem they got to is the warehouse was getting 1/3 full of returns that they didn't know what to do with. and they were literally just pallets and pallets. And some of them were garbage, like absolute garbage. I think there was one that was just like plastic pots or something like that. And then there was another one that was like a pallet of drills. So it's nuts. And what they ended up doing is selling them off to the stores, but they didn't value them. They said $100 a pellet, just take whatever. We'll just send you whatever. It's lucky dip at this point. And they just sent all the stores, brought them at like $100 a pellet, stuff like that. And we opened them up, and some of the stuff's like ancient. So I believe that the pellets exist. I just don't believe that you're always finding, electrical goods and shit in there. And, especially the people that say, hey, I could flip this and make lots of money. I'm like, nah. Would be a funny video, but I don't know.
You can always buy weird secondhand stuff on Grey's Online.
I've brought stuff from Grey's Online before.
I've just bought alcohol from Grey's Online.
Brought a monitor once. That chair, I think. Fine. It's fine. The thing is, I don't want to sound like old man yells at cloud all the time, but there was a period of time, a magical window of time, where businesses were figuring out how to get online and sell things online and do stuff online. And the majority of population couldn't figure out how to buy stuff, or they didn't trust putting their name on the internet, which meant shit was so cheap. It was amazing. So good. Like, I remember as a fucking 16-year-old with a disposable income, working basically full-time, but living at home and everything being paid for me. I was on the internet buying fucking Nintendo games. Oh. No, mate. You're not on dial-up, mate. I'm not,
You had to unplug the phone line, bro. Your mother couldn't receive the phone call from interstate.
Well, you just got read instead of watching it.
We had it, so there was something fucked with our system at my house where if someone rang, it disconnected the internet. So
that's normal, though. It would dial up.
No, it wasn't. It's meant to be a busy tone.
No, busy. My house got disconnected too.
Yeah,
not mine. Mine was just, it wouldn't ring.
But yeah, so I had this scam going, basically, for 3 years, where I'll buy shit online. But not only that, because of interest rates and stuff like that, I was buying PAL copies of like Wii games and GameCube games from the UK for like $10 Australian. Then take it, play all the way through it, finish the game, and then sell it in Australia for like $30-$40 on eBay.
Fucking this guy, 3 billion IQ.
Yeah, and then I remember when the Wii came out, wasn't enough. It came out for like Christmas time. No one could get their hands on them. And not only that, it was like meant to be a multiplayer system, and there wasn't enough control pads because everyone needed 4 per system, and they just went there. And I was buying these twin packs that come game and controller. I think it was like Wii Play maybe from the UK. Cost me $30. Bring them over here, strip out the controller, sell them for $100, sell the game for $20, make $120 out of it. I was just blogging them left, right, and center. It was fucking great. But then people got wise, and now everything's expensive on eBay. You'd barely get a bargain. It's all fucking... And everyone always waits until there's 3 seconds left to bid on it. It was something I was looking at the other day.
They have bots set up.
Fuck bots.
Let's go back though. I want to talk about like hustles you had as a kid. Because I think like every school had that one kid who had like cancer drinks and stuff in their bag to sell at lunch and things like that, which we definitely had. And I did that for a while. But one of the things that I did is like a hustle when I was 9. I had my dad photocopy a lot of coloring book pages, and I was selling them to kids for $1 a coloring page.
What the fuck?
All from the Saddle Club coloring book. And I made a lot of money until the teachers became wise and shut me down.
They shut you down. They installed an app on your phone. They shut down the network.
They did, but I was hustling coloring book pages and making money. The grind never stops, when you're 9 years old.
You go first, Vince, because I hustled a lot.
Mine was pretty sus, though. I don't know if y'all remember Thrashes.
What's that?
What's that?
Okay. Back in the days, there was a glitch in Vodafone's voicemail system. And if you were to ring you were set up a SIM card and you ring a special number on it, it would then unlock free credit, unlimited calls. This is back in the days where you used to recharge with $30 and you used to get like 200 minutes free, if y'all remember that.
Yeah, those fucking days.
Yeah, I used to set up Thrashes and sell them at school for $50. Each SIM card had unlimited calls to everyone in Australia for as long as you wanted.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, bro.
So fucking good. Oh, man.
And now look at me, fucking work for Vodafone.
I did a thing because I was pretty internet savvy, and like a lot of people, particularly out in the country, were not. And I looked up like all the guides and stuff to like unlock phones. So like when I would like lock the Telstra and shit like that, because you just needed like the codes and shit to punch into your Nokia phone, you can unlock it. I remember fucking going around and unlocking kids' phones and shit for them at school. Like, wow, that's amazing. How did you do that? I'm like, mate, you know.
That's back in the days with your star hash codes and shit.
Yeah, it's like star hash and like 13 numbers and shit.
Yeah, they changed it all now, bro.
It's not the same now.
It's all server-sided now. Back in the days, you'd unlock it straight on the phone.
So people like have Telstra locked phones and shit, and then I'd unlock it for them, then I'd go buy like a Virgin SIM card and fucking whatever.
Yeah,
but I didn't do a lot of hustling until like outside of school, I guess. I mean, I remember like I was the kid that was working in the fucking canteen because they pay you. You got free lunch because otherwise it was a chicken meat sandwich or a cheese sandwich from mum.
That's kids work in your canteen?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
We never had that. That's weird.
We had.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, so they like all you do is you get to piss off out of class 10 minutes early. First of all, awesome. You go in and you just help fucking serve up the food, whatever, and then people and then they give you like at the end of the week you get like a fucking $15 voucher or something like that to spend in the canteen. I just did that all the time because it'd be done halfway through lunch, and then I'd usually there'd be like a leftover spaghetti left or something like that, and I'd nick one of them and piss off, and it'll be great, and I didn't have to eat the cheese sandwich Mum gave me. It's poor.
Right, speaking of cheese sandwich, first of all I hate cheese. So
I noticed. We know.
I'm watching the wrestling right now, and I just watched a girl get spear tackled by a guy through a door. The door didn't break, so he then picked her up and gave her a back body slam through the door.
Awesome.
Excellent.
What the fuck is wrestling right now?
Somebody do that to me. That might make my back feel better.
I've seen some random ass fucking clips. I haven't watched. I'll be honest. I haven't watched wrestling in like fucking years and years. And
I fucking love wrestling.
The clips and shit that I see now from wrestling, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know
which clips are you seeing?
It's not even the actual wrestling. It's like the drama or like the story shit that they put between.
It's fucking amazing, bro. I love it.
It's cringe, man. It's super cringe.
I love it, bro. Nah, you know what? I'll show you something sus, bro. I'm going to show you the Ronald McDonald Wrestler.
Something can be cringe, but still enjoyable.
No, not cringe. Cringe. Okay, listen, cringe is not enjoyable. All right. And I like coming from a corporate fucking week of conference where cringe is on the menu. I nearly died of cringe a number of times, and I felt like my life was passing away from cringe.
I mean, that's what happens when you get old. So
wow, what, dying from cringe?
This girl just powerbombed a man through a fucking door on 2 chairs.
There was a there's a YouTube channel that I love, which is Funhouse, who do a lot of gaming and sort of stand-up comedy sort of stuff. And they did a documentary actually where one of them, who's fairly obsessed with wrestling, basically goes and becomes a wrestler. So like they they live in LA and they go to like a local wrestling league and stuff like that, and they teach them how to do like a show and everything else. It was really fascinating, the amount of level of improv, but also like the amount that they prepare. And so it's like you don't just go out there and wing it. Like they're like, okay, well I'm probably going to pull these kind of moves. So when I do that, I need you to sort of pull back or lean in.
They plan the big spots, but so
everything else is improv between big sets basically. But it was fascinating how fucking stupid some of them are, like when they get out there, but that's their character. And then as soon as like it's backstage, it's all fucking professional,
normal cunts.
Yeah, it's like, man, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you over, and then this is where I'll do my little jig, and then you grab me here, but I'm actually going to reverse that. So when I do that, I need you to lean in, and I'm like, it was actually it was like it made me believe that they actually.
But a lot of people don't respect wrestling because they think it's fake, but like. Every other fucking movie you watch and 99% of stuff on TV is fake. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. There's a lot of injuries that happen, and people just they don't respect this.
We've talked about how fake reality TV is when it's meant to be reality TV. So
yeah, just go watch the movie The Wrestler if you want to see it. Like, it's a fucking great movie.
What the fuck did you send me?
Well, that's the most sus wrestler of all time, Ronald McDonald.
What the? Just to describe to audio listeners, it's basically Ronald McDonald, but he's got the clown mask on. But then like the first thing he does is like run out and jump into the guy's crotch. And what the fuck? Now he's doing doggy style in the middle. Now he's tickling his balls. What is this? All right. So if you look up the most sus wrestler of all time,
By Chisel the Donuts. It's got to be his commentary.
I like how I tried to click on it in Discord. It goes, the video is age restricted.
Oh, it's definitely age restricted. What the? Now he's getting done by. Now he's getting fucking. He's got the bloody Harbour Bridge going on.
Japanese
now he's
wrestling's
tickling
really
both
funny.
their balls.
I've seen clips of like Japanese wrestling, and that's always entertaining as well.
Yeah, a lot of the Japanese wrestling there, the proper one is fucking vicious. They have this style called strong style.
Yes.
And it's fucking painful.
What is going on now? Is he getting lured by boobs?
No.
Oh, and then he kicks her in the fucking face.
Yeah, and he fucks blokes.
Oh my god, the most sus wrestler of all time. It look, lives up to the name. All right, fucking hell. Imagine like. All right, a couple of things, right? Number one, imagine being in that crowd, being in that audience. It's like,
what a fucking moment that would be.
The second one is you're sitting at home. It's it's Sunday. You're watching the wrestling.
Your mother-in-law's over.
Well, I was going to say, right at this bit where it looks like he's blowing this guy in the middle of the ring, in comes mum. What are you watching? And that would be the last time you ever watch wrestling.
Oh, bro, it gets worse.
It's getting worse. I'm going to have to stop this video. This is... Oh, my God.
Until he starts rubbing him down.
I'm seeing... Oh, my God.
What is... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. What? Why is he naked now? Now he's in a thong.
What about how the other guy's got his pants down?
Now they're tickling each other's balls. Anyway, this is not the wrestling that I remember.
This is the wrestling you will remember now.
Oh my God, it just zoomed out. You see the audience? It's like a couple hundred people there. That's it.
A lot of them just don't look impressed or anything.
And there's an awkward clap at the end. Oh shit, that's great.
That's a good.
Fucking love wrestling, bro.
Oh man,
I used to watch wrestling growing up.
I used to watch it, but mainly because I love playing the wrestling game so much, and like with my cousins
family, myself, we collected the action figures that came with like parts of the ring, and after you collected enough, you'd be able to assemble a ring. That was really, I like that part of it because we eventually got enough to have like a whole wrestling rink, and we had tons of little figurines to make fight. It was really cool. I like those toys.
Every Friday, the cousins and everyone used to come around, would hook up the 64 and would play.
No Mercy.
Yeah, and there was that, and there was another one, and I think every time we either played like ladder matches or Money in the Bank or whatever it was, and we'd just be one match for hours on end, just throwing shit at each other. I don't know, we were very entertained. I don't know. But fuck yeah, it was great.
I miss those old days, bro.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same now.
Times are different.
Times are very different. Also, the wrestling games are kind of whatever now.
Nah, 2K22 is awesome.
Yeah, but it's not the same. You kind of want you don't want that broken jankiness, but you want that jankiness, you know?
Honestly, I'd be so happy if they remastered Here Comes the Pain.
Imagine. Well, it'll be interesting to see because the 2K, because EA lost FIFA, right? So they can't call their games FIFA anymore.
That's right.
So they've already changed their name to something else that isn't FIFA, but they still have the license to the clubs and stuff like that. And it's a weird thing where there's obviously some saltiness, right? And basically, from my understanding, because I know it's a much bigger thing than anyone's one understanding, but EA was like, "Hey, we've got the license to FIFA, so we can do all FIFA things. You know, it's like if we want to do FIFA toys and merch and stuff, we can do that, right?" And they're like, "No, you pay this much for our name on a video game. That's it. And also, we want you to pay double." And they're like, "Nah, it's not going to happen." So it all went apart. Then they changed their name, which I forget what they changed their name to. But then like clubs were coming out being like, "I stand with EA," and everyone's like, "Who cares?"
Yeah, because they got fucking paid to say that.
I don't imagine so. But what might be interesting is because now EA is like, "Oh, we're talking with other publishers to do like games and stuff like that." And it might be someone like a 2K. And what it means is that we're getting further and further away from EA running all sports games, which would be cool.
That's a good thing.
Because it's been so monopolized for so long. It's time to see other developers and publishers and stuff make these games. It's the same with Star Wars, where EA got like the exclusivity deal and they did fucking nothing with it. And then as soon as they started opening it up to all these other developers and stuff like that, did we start getting games that are good again. But then if you look back to like early like Super Nintendo and that sort of game, and 64 and whatever, every man and his dog were making licensed games. We get fuck all licensed games now. And there was an article today that I was reading, and they're talking about, I think it's like the history of video games or something like that. It's a book that came out. Anyway, they were talking about Marvel and how after they started the MCU and like Phase 1 Marvel movies, they didn't make as much money as they do now, nowhere near. And they're not as good in a lot of ways as well. But they had licensed games that were also not that good. And then they kind of just fizzled out. But then while the games fizzled out, the movies went gangbusters. So then Marvel's like, bro, there's no way that we have super, super successful movies, some of the most successful properties in the entire world, and we can't make games. And they went to go and talk to the video game publishers. They straight up went, nah, to Nintendo. They didn't even bother asking Nintendo. They're just like, it's a Switch, bro. It's a toy. They went to Microsoft and they went to Sony. And Microsoft went, no, we like our own IPs. We don't need yours. And skipped on Marvel. And then went to Sony, and Sony's like, can we make a Spider-Man game? And they're like, sure. And then they made Spider-Man, and it made a lot of fucking money.
A lot of money.
Xbox is just like, nah. They could have had exclusivity if they just said yes. Handed it over. Fucking low.
They're little fuckwits, aren't they?
And that Spider-Man game, like, it's one of the best games I've ever played because it's like visually and everything about it. Like, you looking at it, it's fun. It looks sexy. It's fun to watch. It's got a great story. But the actual play it's quite easy. Like, you just hit a couple buttons and everything happens. It is amazing. So you feel like a fucking legend, and I love those games. But
I remember the OG Spider-Man game on the PS1. We used to web up a guy and take him to the very top, the highest building, and we just used to tombstone pole drive him straight into the ground. Good days.
Well, I went through and played PS3 one, because I was playing the PS4 one, the one that everyone knows, the newest one, and then the people would come into my chat and I'll be like, "Yo, have you played this or have you played these? These are really good games." I'm like, I've never really heard of them, so I don't know. And then I went and played, I think it was Shattered Dimensions, which is on a PS3, and it was this whole concept of Madam Web, who is like this higher being of the Spider-Man men, women, whatever, who controls the different dimensions, needs help, and then you play as these 4 different characters who are different Spider-Mans from different dimensions. Anyway, game was quite good. I enjoyed it. A lot of like, it's just quite a good story. You get matched up against a different villain each time. Blah 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 blah. Fast forward, that was PS3 days. Fast forward to now, the Madam Web movie is in the works at Sony. The Craven the Hunter is they're just filming on that now. Like all the shit from this PS3 game where people are like, yeah, it's pretty cool, and everyone kind of passed on it. Now that's going to be blockbuster. Fucking, they're the movies that are going to come out in the next 3 years from Sony, and everyone's like, I already know this story. I played it on PS3, so. But it's like, it just goes to show how much they're just looking for new content, and it was like there was an article that came out with Sony just handed over another 4 properties or something to like be made into TV shows. Like God of War's a TV show at Amazon, I think. And then I think Horizon Zero Dawn's going to Netflix.
Netflix, yep, that's right. And then there was one more going to somewhere else.
And then Gran Turismo, they haven't announced where yet. Gran Turismo's making a show as well. And we've also, and that's on top of HBO having The Last of Us. Twisted Metal is a TV show that's coming to Peacock. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know how to feel about a Twisted Metal show.
They haven't done much with that property. That property is ripe for a comeback. Like if you gave us carnage on a Twisted level base, like just death and destruction of blowing shit up and being crazy in cars and stuff like that, but with Gran Turismo graphics, man.
There is only one man you can hire to play Kratos.
Who's that?
That man is Triple H.
Oh, can't you imagine?
Bro, same body as well.
He's got the exact same body, but
Right. There's an edit someone made on Reddit.
Wait, Triple H is he's been in movies, though, hasn't he?
Fucking shitty ass movies.
I remember watching a fucking. What, he's in Blade Trinity, apparently?
Yeah, Blade Trinity. Is that Blade Triple X? Oh, there's another like Triple X or some shit.
Inside Out, that's what I saw him in. Yeah, Inside Out. That was a fucking cracker. I love that movie. This heaps good. Oh, man.
He was in Surf's Up too, Wave Mania.
Yeah, he's a voice.
Yeah.
But no.
He was in Scooby-Doo and WWE.
My point is, I don't know if he's got the acting chops. So he's got the look, but
he's a terrible actor.
I just want to point out, I've just discovered that there's 2 movies that combine Scooby-Doo with wrestling.
Yeah, so WWE signed some exclusive deal with Scooby-Doo, and they have it on the WWE network.
Scooby-Doo, the WWE mystery.
Yeah, and it's something about the New Day and the Undertaker, if I remember.
John Cena's on the cover as well.
Yeah, it's full fucking. They full made a movie.
Scooby-Doo and WWE, Curse of the Speed Demon. I need a minute.
They got some good shit. They're a fucking massive company, man. They earn more money in this quarter than they have in their entire history. They earn like $300 million just this quarter alone, bro. It's fucked how much money they make.
It's nuts. It was
WrestleMania was the biggest live entertainment thing in history. They broke records. They beat the Super Bowl because it was 2 days.
Actually?
Yeah, it was a 2-day event, WrestleMania. They beat the Super Bowl. Massive.
I feel like the Super Bowl was a bit lackluster this year, though.
I don't care for that at all. So to me, it's always trash.
Yeah, but like even, you know how, like regardless of if you watch the sport, understand the sport, know teams or anything like that, like you know when it's on and the advertising and stuff like that. I felt like there was none of that shit this year. Like it just sort of happened and people were like, oh yeah, Super Bowl happened. Any ads? People were like, not really. And that was it. Job done. I think it was...
Yeah.
I don't even think there was like any huge film trailers or anything. I think maybe it was Doctor Strange, which was...
That was it, yeah.
That was a thing, yeah. I just want to have a look at... What I was going to say is I think there was there's a live action Scooby-Doo. Fuck, I think it was like a sequel. It might have been the second one. But it was like straight to TV or something like that. And I remember watching it, like it was like a midday movie on a Sunday. Scooby-Doo was on there. But it was filmed in Brisbane, like on the Gold Coast and shit. And I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this looks all very familiar. And I looked it up, and apart from the fact it was a god-awful fucking movie, the special effects were god-awful as well. It picked like the weirdest filming locations to film it. And I was just... Everything about it was weird, including watching it on fucking a midday movie.
The first one, the Spooky Island one, was filmed in Queensland.
But
I think maybe the second one part of it too.
In Queensland?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some deal that screened Queensland with Disney to like film all their new stuff there. So heaps of Marvel shit that's coming out now, like Thor, is all filmed up in Queensland. Including the last Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, we know very much was.
Wasn't that because of like the lockdown rules in America and shit? They just that was the fucking feature films here.
I think that was part of it, right? So I think it's like Shang-Chi was filmed in Sydney because of lockdown, and then it got locked down anyway. So whatever. But no, it's because basically, Australia will pay lots of money to these people or give them lots of breaks and make things cheaper or whatever so that they can go, well, look at how beautiful Australia is. You know, it goes on their tourism and all that sort of stuff. So, they usually get like tax breaks and stuff like that. Wasn't
the movie San Andreas with The Rock filmed in Australia?
Sure was.
Yeah, my friend was in it.
And that's why, where's The Walking Dead and shit filmed? Up in, it's like, fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up, but they're the same thing. Like they pay a lot for movies and stuff to be made there, so that so they can like have more business and everything else come out of it. But then they make it so that it's so easy and cheap to film there for tax breaks and like they pay them for whatever and that sort of stuff. Walking Dead.
Speaking boys, I want to be an actor.
Do it.
The biggest movie ever. No, it's for me. Georgia. It's either like the biggest movie of all time or nothing.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got too much talent to be in a fucking little film.
Yeah, so if you've ever heard filmed in Georgia at the end of things, that's because they film fucking everything up there because it's so, yeah.
You gotta go to Georgia?
Furiosa, the new Mad Max, is currently being filmed.
In Georgia?
No, here in Australia.
Oh.
Have a look.
In Bankstown?
Normally they film out near Broken Hill because they just go out in the fucking desert.
Have you seen Fat Pizza?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great show. That's filmed in the area.
Oh, why don't you get on that? That shouldn't be that hard.
You know what? It's funny. Someone actually sent me a photo that one of the like main actors put up saying that they're looking for music to play.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna send them all my Don't Worry shit. They better fucking pay me.
What the fuck is this?
What?
What is the Young Rock?
Oh, it's a show about The Rock when he was younger.
Yeah.
It's a fucking great show, bro.
It's getting filmed here in Brisbane.
Yeah, I love it. It's a fucking awesome show, bro.
11-episode NBC show going.
They're a couple. They got more than 11 episodes, right? I think they're a couple seasons in now.
Are they?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of this show. Fucking hell.
Yeah, bro.
Keep
It's a
coming back to
fucking
wrestling.
great show. Great show. It's all about The Rock when he was younger, like his footy career, and then the wrestling stuff, and then it's like back and forth about like his family and like the heritage, and that's fucking awesome.
Hell.
It's a little bit cringe when the wrestling stuff comes on because if you know, like when you see like Stone Cold Steve Austin or Undertaker, like you watch them for 15, 20 years on TV and then you watch them here and it's like not them, you know? So you just cringe a bit, but I mean, it's not bad.
So just looking here, just talking numbers, right? So, they're talking for Mad Max Fury Road, which was filmed out Broken Hill, out the desert there, somewhere like that. They said that they paid effectively $350 million to their local, like just their local towns and stuff in that place, just from industry from filming there.
Shit.
And they've said that it's actually cheaper now. So it's cheaper now to be filming in Sydney than it is to be filming in Atlanta, where most Marvel properties were previously built. Where Marvel was rumored to be ditching Atlanta to be filming in Sydney for the next 5 years. Pretty crazy. It's like the film industry, the politics and shit behind it. Like basically, they hire someone. It's their job to fucking sort that shit out. But like the thing that's interesting, things like Fat Pizza. Fat Pizza is a great example, right? They will be getting government subsidies to go and like film locally because like.
Yeah, that's right. Same with Superwalk. They get paid by the government to film.
Yeah, but look at the content that they're making.
I mean, it's Australian culture in a sense.
There's an episode of Fat Pizza where they kill the Prime Minister.
Yeah, that's fucking hectic. What do you want, bro?
Remember, it's got Johnny Howard. He's like, consider it a tax. And then fucking Bobber puts him in the bloody oven.
a lot of
The
people
good
in
old
the
days. Bobo with the fucking chainsaw and shit.
Chainsaw. Yeah. It's great. Man.
What do you want, bro? A little bit of fun. See, the government are fucking boomers, bro. I mean, most of them are. But
They definitely are.
Yeah, but most of them.
Definitely are.
Yeah.
It's funny because like we're in Melbourne. Melbourne's the green seat. And particularly like inner city Melbourne and inner city suburbs of Melbourne, a lot of it is either internationals. So like they're either first or second generation settled here. They're living to work and educate and all that sort of stuff. Or people that sort of enjoy that city lifestyle, young business people, corporates, so on and so forth. And that's all that inner. So they're the ones, and that's why it's green, right? And I was in the city yesterday. I saw there's a massive like billboard poster, and it's of ScoMo sitting in his deck chair on the beach in his Hawaiian shirt, and it just had just big words above him saying, "I don't hold a hose, mate." That's it. That was the entire advert. I'm like, man, you could tell that that's a fucking meme. Someone paid money to billboard a meme for the election, versus when you go out a bit further where people have bigger plots of land and bigger houses and it's old money and it's a different story. But fucking just meme lords. And I think if anything from our last election has taught us that the government was, maybe still is, but definitely was old boomers, and there's a lot less old boomers these days than there are young people that are sort of hip and wise to it all. So that's why they're.
You don't want boomers in charge, bro.
Nah, fuck the boomers.
Yeah, fuck the boomers. They should all fucking get fucked. I was going to say something else, but you.
I was waiting for you to like make a joke about ilati being a boomer or something.
What do you mean?
Nah, he's alright. Like he's like half a boomer. Look, he's a boomer, but he's like
go on, keep going.
One of us.
What does that mean? It's
like you're not a fucking get off me lawn boomer. You're just like a
I don't have a lawn.
I'm old, but I'll still play video games with you.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean what I mean.
I don't know if I should be offended by that. You're old, but you still play video games. That it? Shelby? Nothing?
No. It's just
See, Shelby knows I'm right. That's why.
Shelby?
I say nothing.
No, you say something.
No.
Shelbs.
Wow. She's just gonna leave me. She's gonna leave me out here dry.
I don't. You're not old. You're not an old person.
Okay. Continue. This is good. Good. Yeah. Good.
You're just older than me.
And me. You're older than me and Shelby combined.
No, I'm not.
True. That's a bit much. No, it's just I think that sometimes the juxtaposition is funny.
What do you mean? Let's open that up.
We grew up with different experiences, and like
everybody grows up with different experiences,
different like technology levels and things.
I can tell you right now that your high school years weren't the same as Vince's. All right.
What do you mean we're the same age?
Yeah.
But no. Yeah. Fuck. There's no way in the world our high school experiences were the same, Shelby. No chance.
No.
I was in one of the lowest performing high schools in the state. So.
I went to
Did you bring down the average?
Yes, we did actually.
My high school had electric fence. You couldn't get in or out unless you buzzed out and told them why you were leaving.
Wait, actually?
60 odd cameras. Yeah, bro. Mine was like a fucking jail.
I bet you that promotes creativity and positive atmosphere for children's learning and growing.
Speaking of creativity, my year 12 visual arts teacher did mine and my mate's major exam for our HSC. Our prac, where we had to build something, he did it for us.
It's probably because they needed to hit the benchmark for the score. Yeah. They were a little concerned.
We went to school like 1 day a week, bro.
Points, we're going to lose funding.
I had 4 free periods a day. Fucking crazy.
But you couldn't leave because you had electric fence and you trapped in there.
That's true. They wouldn't let you leave the school.
So
you just had to have
my fence was low enough that I could jump over it. But then by the next year, I just graduated and we were driving past the school and suddenly there was like a 4-meter high fence around the school and the gates get locked during the day.
There's a sign saying, try and jump this, Shelby. That's what it said.
They're like, great, she's out. Let's not let her back in.
See, I mean, again, I'm not. This is not because I'm older. It's because I grew up in the sticks, right? But when I in primary school, it's like you could leave. The fences were nothing, but there was just grapevines around the school. Like there's nowhere to go.
Thomas was a grapevine.
And then when I was in like high school and stuff, so I went to what used to be a technical college, right? And that basically meant that it was a boys' school, all boys' school. And in true just old fashion, I guess, which meant that it came with a fully functional tech wing for metalworking, woodcrafting, and every trade you could think of, and then just classrooms. So then they turned it into just a normal high school, which had fucking awesome facilities if you wanted to learn woodworking and metalworking and stuff. But it only went to year 10. And so then year 11 and 12 was its own school in the I was going to say in the city, but in the town. It's definitely not a city. So that meant that like everyone's high schools went to level 10, and then 11 and 12, everyone went there. So it was basically one school with 900 kids who were all in like the same age. And then they just said, you do what you want, right? You're here to learn. If you learn, that's great. If you don't, well, that's up to you. You didn't have to stay on school grounds. You could leave anytime you liked. You had lots of free periods. You could change things around, blah, blah, blah. It was very flexible. So flexible, I did fuck all.
Those goals.
It's the amount of times that me and a heap of kids and friends and whatever would all go piss off to McDonald's and play Uno for hours. It's just sort of high school for me, I guess. But I learned things. I learned life lessons. I didn't do very well educationally. But yeah, it's definitely a different atmosphere compared to electric fences and shit like that.
Did you actually have electric fences?
Yeah, that's it. You couldn't get in, or like not like full like you touch it, you get electrocuted, but like fences, like gates and fences that wouldn't open by hand. Like the only way you could open it was if they pressed the button.
Gates and stuff, right?
Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah. But it was. I really enjoyed that. That open 11 and 12 thing was very much about preparing people for university and stuff like that. Having said that, there was like one university in one TAFE in that entire town, and for 400 kilometers in any direction, that was all you had for education. So basically, your best and brightest will get to the age of where they can do the most good for your town and then fuck off looking for education. So that town just sort of shoots themselves in the foot constantly. Unless you wanted to learn horticulture, then place to be. And at one point, probably my dad would have been teaching.
What a guy.
Well, he was he discovered too late that farming is a lot of work for not a lot of pay a lot of the time, unless you fluke it and you get like, there's a shortage of oranges, and then you're the one guy that's got the oranges. You get payday that way. So he's like, fuck it. If I can't do it because it's too much work and I get paid fuck all, then I'll just go tell kids how to do it and get paid more. So that's what he did.
What a guy.
What a guy.
What a genius.
But now they race sprint cars. That's all they think about. So we've gone over that plenty of times.
Goals.
I've been replaced as a child. Although I did forget my mum's birthday, so probably.
I mean, if you were my child, I'd replace you too.
Yeah, it's probably deserved.
I forgot my birthday.
I mean, to be fair, I got a message the day after from my old man, and he's just like, "Yo, you remember it was your mother's birthday yesterday?" I'm like, "Clearly, I didn't because you're texting me." So it's like cool. Anyway, I sent her an Udi, so I'm a good son now.
An Udi.
Udi.
An Udi. What Udi did you send her? Because you have a pizza Udi.
I sent her as a koala Udi.
Oh, she would have liked that.
Thanks to my friends at Udi that gave me a really good price for it.
All right, do you chill?
Yo, if you
tell us more.
Yeah, go to Udi right now. You can enter the code ZombiesLvBacon and get $30 off. But they actually did me a solid to get me that Udi and send it out, mother and shit.
Hey Udi, if you send me a free Udi, I'll make a rap song about you.
I'll do it. I'll send you a contact. You can never talk to them.
Yeah.
They have. I wasn't talking about Udi. They sent me free shit. They have a.
Send it to me.
Shut up. I'm trying to think of the right word. I don't want to say. It's a giant fucking ball of fluff. All right. It's a huge beanbag, basically, but it's not a beanbag. It's just full of like foam and shit. But it's enough but not only that, you can. It unfolds and becomes a giant mattress, basically.
No.
It's a fucking great thing. Anyway, they're quite expensive, but I asked them. I'm like, hey, Udi, wouldn't it be cool if like you sent me one of these, and then I'd
do like a little photo shoot of you wearing your Udi on this thing with like your Switch or something on brand.
I mean, I was just like, how cool would this be? I didn't even know this was a thing, and I'm sure there's other people that don't know it's a thing. So maybe, how cool would this be? And I said, no. It's basically, they're just like, no, it's you're not getting one of these. But I try to remember what they call it. But it's so you basically mattress pod. It's called. So it's a giant beanbag thing, but you can also unroll it to be a giant mattress, essentially. And I'm just like, yes, please, I'll take this. But they said no. It reminds me of what's the thing that Jelly got? Is it Cloud Sack? I think it was a Cloud Sack. And the
Cloud Sack.
Yeah, that's a giant ball.
She calls it her hairy purple ball sack. Sack or something. Yeah.
But this thing here, this thing from Udi. I feel sleepy looking at it. Like it looks like a dream. I just want it. It's probably the size of our house, so.
I mean, then again, if I see that price, I'm gonna say, "Fuck no, I ain't sending that to you for free."
But I'll love it, and it'll be cool.
Listen, Udi, send it to him.
Yeah,
and he'll send it to me.
I have a concern though. Our house is very small.
No.
Very small. Where are you gonna put this?
All right, under my house. You don't need it.
Under my ass, normally, is where it'll probably end up.
All right.
You don't need it, bro. I'll take it.
What do you mean?
It's too much for you, bro. It's not something that you want.
You have a fucking couch in your room. Actually, there's a couch behind me as well.
You have a couch in your room?
I mean, I'm in the lounge room. My apartment is my whole house is my room.
Oh, there you go. See,
I'm one room. I'm one room man. I'm a one room man. Yeah, our house is feeling smaller and smaller. Yeah, I blame lockdown for making it feel so small.
It is small.
I'm definitely of the mindset that I need to spend more time outside and doing things and like just going places and stuff. Just less time in the house. Be nice. I don't know. It's the problem is like now's not the time to be looking at moving because the housing market's just crazy.
Fucked.
Just it's beyond fucked. It's like unpredictably fucked.
We've definitely talked about this in the podcast before.
Yeah.
About how fucked housing is.
What's extra
fucked? We're just gonna be living in a shoebox forever.
Super fucked.
Well, yeah. It's either that or we move into some rundown piece of shit place that's Shelby thinks we're probably going to get stabbed in the most of the time, have shit internet, etc., etc., etc.
Etc.
Just, I don't know, it's just shit. So it's like, regardless of how small or how unhappy you might be with what we've got now, get used to it.
I just want to come out of the corner. I want to have like a room with both of our desks in it or something.
Come out in the lounge room.
Where is my desk gonna fit in the lounge room?
Don't worry, when we start getting paid for these, we'll be able to all move.
Yo, the universe, can you sponsor us a house? Yo, we should get a podcasting house, right, Vince? You know how there's like streamer houses?
Yeah.
We'll get us three get a mansion with all our podcasting money, right? And then we just have our like a fucking massive house with like a pool and a fucking 10-car garage for our Lambos and stuff. Isn't that how it works? If you believe everything you see on TikTok, isn't that everything how it works?
Yes.
Who's paying? You're paying?
No, the podcast pays.
Oh, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, it's all free. We just have to make content. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, done.
Done. Easy. Everything I just said's a lie, but it's fine.
Hey, to fix it, you just dumb me over. You gym me up for no reason.
I don't know. I say we talked about how people like hire fucking jets and stuff like that just to take pictures in it.
Photos.
Yeah. It's. I feel like there was shit going on social media last night. I think there was some streamer royale or something like that, and like they're getting flown around in private jets and fucking streamer houses and all these pictures and stuff. I'm just like, how much of this shit's real, or how much is people just burning cash to look cool in hope that it's going to make them more important? It's bizarre. It's like I mean, it sounds bad, but it's like how everyone says that everyone started a podcast in lockdown, you know? It's like, that wasn't my intention. Did we start in lockdown? Shelby.
Sorry. I was fumbling with my button so people can't hear me like heavy breathing.
Just don't breathe.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'll stop breathing. But yes, we did start this in lockdown. It was how long has it been? Like almost like a year.
Lockdown boy.
I don't know. When did it start?
I don't know. We got to look it up.
This is why I was asking you.
Why? I don't know numbers and things.
And the numbers things. Hang on, I'm scrolling back. Number 1, episode 0, May 19th.
Oh, we just had our first birthday 10 days ago, guys.
Happy birthday!
Woo, happy birthday!
Speaking of birthdays, I have a very strange question. Does anyone know if the Taliban is still in control of Afghanistan?
But you just came out of left field with that.
You're just trying to get us on a list again? What?
No, I just found a video when they took over the Parliament House, whatever it is, in Afghanistan, and they're in the gym, and YMCA is playing in the background.
What the fuck? Is this like? I don't even know. Where do you find this shit? It just
Internet.
Obviously. Speaking of which, I mean, we didn't even talk about it, but like we were talking about before the podcast how your music's going, and you said that it's going very well in the Ukraine.
Yeah, it is number 1 in Ukraine.
And then we explained to you that you can look up on Spotify what playlist your music is in.
Yeah, so I'm gonna read one to you, and I didn't tell you the name. Y'all know who it is. I'm not gonna say who it is.
I mean,
I'll say it
starts with F and ends in Og.
No, ROG, not Og.
Still ends in Og.
All right, let me do that. Okay, so this is one of the names of the playlists that I am currently in. Music. So the problem is I have to. Oh no, I can just press playlist. I don't have to actually fucking. No, I need to fucking press on the songs, bro. It's fucked.
Yeah, well, they're not going to put your entire discography in the playlist.
Okay, so I press on this song. I press playlists.
And
there is one by the name of Clitoral Stimmy.
I'm sorry, what? Wait.
Clitoral Stimmy.
Is that Frog?
Yep.
He's so outed and he doesn't even know.
Yep. But then it gets better because if I press on him, it then tells me all his playlists.
No, it doesn't.
For example, Leon the Professional. You got Sex Appeal, Funky Beats, and Sexy Feet. Nobody likes a bogan. Post boredom. Music to eat bum to. I'm not even joking right now. These are his actual playlists.
Oh my God.
Shit that helps your nut flow freely.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. These are his playlist names. They're fucking perfect, bro. Type porn.
Oh my God. Frog,
Men at Work tribute. What is he doing, bro? What is this guy? Frog, bro. Wake up, bro.
How's it
Funky
feel?
beats and sexy feet. Wow.
How's it feel to be in amongst such great hits?
I feel blessed. Let's read some of the songs that are in this playlist as well.
Good lord.
Oh, no. Clitoral stimmy. Oh, holy shit, there's Aussie rappers in here. Chillin', it's in here a lot. Wow. DJ Shadow, Dave, 6 Lack, Juice World. Oh, bro, brother. Bankroll Hayden, bro. I fucking like this playlist, bro.
All of a sudden, it doesn't matter about the name. What do
I
they
might
say?
have to fucking stim my clitoral and fucking.
Can
add
you
this to my
like subscribe to his playlist? Isn't it?
Fuck yeah.
Just-
I'll follow her. Hold on. Here we go. Done. Save it to your library. I'm now subscribed. Oh, you wanna know what's even better? Hold on. I just thought of a fucking genius idea. Can you all go on my Moe Don't Worry page on Spotify?
Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Go on it now.
Hang on. I've got to load it up. I haven't got fucking Spotify open 24/7.
I'll link it to you.
What are we doing?
I just one-upped it. You'll see when you'll see.
I'm on
Let me see it.
the Moe Don't Worry page. What am I looking for?
Do you not see it? Might not have come up yet. But so when you're an artist, you can pick. You have this thing called Artist Pick, and you can put any playlist you want or any song that you want, any album you want. So I put Clitoral Stimmy as my Artist Pick, so that comes up on my page now, on the very top.
I don't see it.
Oh, that's good.
Sorry.
It'll come up when it comes up. You'll see it.
Verified artist. Let's say it's
Yeah,
random.
I'm fucking verified, bro.
Verified.
Yeah.
Weird. You look like a GTA character.
Nah, it's me, bro. Trust me. Don't trip out, bro. It's a good photo, eh? It's fucking not bad, huh?
I mean, it like some people would not know that it's a GTA.
Well, I mean, if they don't, they're fucking blind.
Not everyone plays GTA, man. I mean, a lot of people do, but people don't.
Bro, that's literally like a character right there.
Fucking oath.
Here, refresh. It shows up now. I hope it shows up. It's showing up for me.
What is it under?
It's just there on the right-hand side. So you got popular, and it's got all my songs, and then it should be to the right of it.
I think mine's in a different layout to yours.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's fine, bro.
Fine, don't worry about it. Go important. Don't bring up the past.
We'll at least very much know that if Frog listens to this podcast this week, because yeah,
We'll know.
We'll know. We'll fucking know. I asked him last week. I said, mate, did you hear? We talked about your weird foods. He's like, listen to other podcasts, but I haven't got to that one yet. Like,
Wow, bro. And you know what's even worse, bro? I fucking sent him a DM and he ignored it.
bro,
Yeah.
King Frog, man. What
I mean, it wasn't really a DM that you could respond to, but he ignored it.
Wow.
Just know.
Just
That he's ignored it.
mindful of time, we should probably wrap things up. Shelby, have you got anything else to add? You've been very quiet.
I have the hiccups, and I've been really trying not to hiccup into the microphone.
Prove it.
No, now it's not going to happen.
Nothing. No
It's
hiccups.
going away. I think I'm cured. Anyway,
That's it. I cured you.
thank you.
That'll be $50.
I
Okay.
literally bought you a giant milkshake last night.
Wow, I
And
brought you
cheers.
Cheezels.
Thank you.
Same. Exactly the same.
Yeah, definitely the same.
Exactly the same. Don't knock Cheezels, Shelby. Grateful. I'm
I'm eating them. I'm almost finished.
Wow.
That was my podcast snack.
You ate. Oh my. No. Where's my podcast snack?
You had a block of chocolate in front of you.
Anyway.
So it was-
So we'll talk about other things now. No, let's wrap things up. Let's start with Vince, because we've just been repping your Spotify playlist and music. You got
Yeah, I'm very disappointed because I said if I get 100 monthly listeners, I would eat cheese. And it fucking went down, you dogs. So fucking get it back up. If it gets up to 65, I'll eat cheese.
65.
Yeah, it's 52 right now.
You had new tracks this week, yeah?
Yeah, I dropped 2 tracks this week. Me and my cousin, fucking banger, and Got a Shot, which also features my cousin. And album coming actually next month. It's called Beamers in Gungahlin. Drops on the
Gungahlin?
20 Yeah, Gungahlin.
What is this word?
Drops. Where does it stem from? Drops on the 24th of June, 2022. That better get 1 million streams. Listen, a good friend of mine told me if one song gets 5 million streams, he'll get me a song with Post Malone. So let's make it happen.
How many?
5 million streams on
easy.
one song will get me a song with Post Malone. He guaranteed me.
Guaranteed. There you go. If you want to,
Yep,
hear
so
it happen. That's how
5 million
happen.
streams. Moe, don't worry. Just get one song up to 5 million and I'll give you all like $1 when I'm rich.
$1. Woo! Fuck yeah. I'll take $1. I'm poor. Shelby, where do people find you
Shellbunny.com has all my links. And you can find me in this Discord. Join the ZLB Discord.
Yes. And you'll find me everywhere, ZombiesLvBacon. And if you go to Oodie, enter the code ZombiesLvBacon for $30 off your Oodie. ZLB Podcast on Twitter. I have no idea what's going on this week or next week. Stuff happening. I've got to do some stuff. I've got to organize a cooking stream, which is going to be interesting. As people know how my cookings go.
And I'm going to be prepared for a cleaning stream immediately afterwards again.
Well, if we do what I plan to do, there's going to be a lot of fire, so it's going to be interesting.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Are you going to play my mixtape?
Fire?
Because it's theatrics, you know?
You're going to play my mixtape? You mad lad.
I'll play your mixtape throughout the entire cooking stream. We'll just be listening to you on repeat. How's that sound?
I give you 100% permission, bro. It's my music.
You won't DMCA me down after?
No.
Right, fuck yeah.
Hey, Pez wants to fucking DMCA me, the bastard.
Because of Gungahlin?
Yeah, little does he know I'll fucking eat his ass if he tries to.
Oh, shit. Anyway, on that Gungahlin note, I think we will wrap things up. Thanks for listening to the ZLB podcast, and make sure you follow us, like us, tell your friends, subscribe, all that good stuff. And like, if you send us a message on Twitter or stuff like that, we'll talk about you. You got topics and stuff you want us to cover, we'll go over it. It's cool. But until next week, thanks for hanging out, and goodbye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Smell you later.